Hi everyone and welcome to my second video of Christmas painting this year. My name is Angelica and I am an artist from Sweden and I mainly work in watercolors, as you will see in this video, because both of the paintings are made with watercolors, so no surprise there. And this first painting is of a Dutch rabbit. That's the name of the breed of this rabbit. And the color of this rabbit, I think the English name is agouti. I'm not quite sure. I did have quite a good knowledge back in the days when I did breed rabbits. And I was a little bit of a nerd with the colors and the genetics of the colors. I really like that. So this is the first painting for me of a Dutch rabbit and of a rabbit in this color. So the first layers of the fur color I used burnt umber and got quite a nice color. Not exactly what I wanted, but close enough. And all of those Christmas paintings are supposed to be fast, and I do not want to spend more than about an hour on each, so I try not to go too much in depth with the details, but with this one I did have to go in somewhat with detailing, because there are black parts in the fur that I wanted to add, and also, as you can see, the white fur did take some time to make. And for the white fur I used the Schminka Supergranulating Deep Sea Black, which work quite nice to create a white fur. And here you see me add all those black little parts of the fur. So this did take quite a while. And I did regret my choice a little bit while I was doing this part, the choice of my reference photo. And the light part in the ear, I think I used buff titanium, I think the name is, of that color. I quite like it when I make fur color of animals. And here I start with the first layer for the glitter in or between the ears, and I think that the name is tinsel in America, at least, for that, just a glittery garland. And here I add perylene red for some of the background. This color has been quite useful for me with all my Christmas paintings. I have used it in every one. And here I add some rows of ultramarine to so the background will not look so plain. And those two paintings in this video are made on hotpressed paper. And I don't use hot press paper so much nowadays, and I did get a little surprise the first time I did use it with this painting, because the paper just suck in all the paint and the water, which was a little bit surprisingly for me, because I used to paint on cold pressed and that kind of paper doesn't do that. You can see here I had to move quite fast when adding the colors for the blue in the background, and I did get some like patchy look, so I needed to add some more layers to get rid of that look. And here again some Schmincke super granulating colors, just because I love them. So, and here is the finished piece with all its glitterness. So very interesting to make, and I did learn quite a lot of it. So that's always good. Hope you can see all the shimmering there in the background and between the ears. And with this next painting I did challenge myself a little bit, because there is 2 rabbits on this one. Dutch rabbit as well. One is an Harlequin color, and she was yellow and blue, and usually Harlequin are black and yellow. And I'm not quite sure with if I use the correct names for the colors, but I hope at least I do. Or if you if you have knowledge about bunnies, hopefully you can understand which colors I mean. And these 2 rabbits were mother and daughter, and the daughter are the Harlequin one, and it was just a few years since I had to put her down, and she did get quite old, a little bit over 7 years, so that's quite a good age for rabbits. And you can see with this painting as well, with the perylene red in the background, that I got quite a patchy look. So that needed some more layers. But I feel that it is good to try some different papers from time to time, so I don't get too used to my cold pressed paper, because you need to handle the layering of the papers a little bit differently, as I did learn with these 2 pieces. And here again, for the white in the paper, I used Schmincke Super Granulating Deep Sea Black. And the fur color for the Harlequin, I used yellow ochre and buff titanium for the yellow part, and those are Daniel Smith, and I used some Schmincke, I think it's neutral gray and Payne's gray bluish for the bluish part of the rabbit. So when I was completely finished with this piece, I believe I had used 15 different watercolors, and that is quite a lot. And quite a lot of colors to own also, but I like watercolors. And I used perylene red. No, now I did tell you a lie. I used another color for the Santa hat. I have two different reds. One, I do believe it's Pearl Scarlet. It has a more orangey tint to it, so that one I did use for the Santa hat. And for the blue Santa hat I did use I do think it's French ultramarine from Daniel Smith and Phthalo blue green shade. Sometimes it's hard to recall the names, as you can hear. Yeah. Sometimes I do have to read on the tubes because I don't remember the names. And for the black rabbit I tried to add some other layers before, but I decided that plain black was the easy way to put down her color, because in the photo she was quite dark and black. You couldn't see any other shades in her color, so I just went in with black in the painting. And I decided that the background looked a little bit dull, so I think I went in with the cobalt teal blue, which is my new favorite color from Daniel Smith. I used it in a painting in the previous video with Christmas paintings, and I really loved it. A very nice color. And just adding more and more layers of the fur color. And it did get a little bit darker than I wanted it to be, but I think it looks quite nice anyway. So here is the finished piece, and I add some rows of ultramarine down below the rabbits, because otherwise it looked quite dull. So I think it gave a nice kind of shadowing from the rabbits with that color. And this piece I do believe took me a little bit more than 1 hour to finish, but it was fun to do. So here are the two finished pieces side by side. And a little bit of a shaky close-up. So I really hope that you have liked this video, and you can hit the like button down below if you liked it, and subscribe if you like to see more of what I do. As I said, mostly watercolor paintings, and hopefully one more Christmas themed video before Christmas. So hope you have a great day or night or whatever you are having, and I hope I will see you in my next video. So bye bye.